I'm John Hinkle, Senior Pastor of First Presbyterian Church, coming to you from the parking lot of the Ingles grocery store in Black Mountain, North Carolina. I have been up in North Carolina with my parents. Here's my mom. You can say hi.
Hi.
And Dad has run into the Ingles grocery store. So let's do the Saturday morning preview of your Sunday morning sermon. I'll be coming back Saturday, so this is Friday, and I'll see you Sunday. So it's the fifth Sunday of Lent, and we are still exploring what it means to live this invitational life. And I've decided to do something that is going to cause all sorts of problems. I'm going to ask you, just who are you inviting the world to follow? Are we inviting the world to follow the Jesus of the gospel, or are we calling the world to follow the Jesus of our own making? So our text comes again from the Gospel of Matthew. Jesus one day gathers his disciples together and he asked them, "Who do the people say that Son of Man is?" And they quickly answered. Some say that the Son of Man's a prophet from of old. Some say he's Elijah or Jeremiah. Some say it was John the Baptist. But then Jesus asked another question. What about you? Who do you say that I am? And it's Peter who answers. No one else answers, just Peter. He said, "You are the Messiah, Son of the living God." And Jesus says to Peter, "It's this kind of faith that I will build my church on, and hell cannot overcome it." But then Jesus goes on to say that the Son of Man must be delivered into the hands of men, and to the chief priests, and the teachers of the law. And in Jerusalem he will be crucified, and on the third day he will be raised from the dead. And Peter said, "No, that's not going to happen to you." To which Jesus says to Peter, "Get behind me, Satan. For you're concerned of the things of this world and not of the things of God." One of the things that we've got to be very careful about is how our invitation is for the Jesus of the gospel and not the Jesus of our own making. And I think that's always a delicate balance, because I truly believe there are some days that we're following the Jesus of the gospel, and within the blink of an eye, here's my dad. Don't ask any questions, just come down, just sit. Just sit. Just sit there. And within a blink of an eye, we're following the Jesus of our own making. I think we see this with the Apostle Peter. I have no doubt that he believed in his heart of hearts that Jesus was the Messiah, Son of the living God. And yet, within a blink of an eye, what Peter couldn't handle was who the Messiah was and what the Messiah was called to do. We do this in our own lives all the time, I believe. And the struggle for us all is to constantly be seeking out the Jesus of the gospel and not the Jesus of our own making. So how do we do this? Well, I'm going to end my sermon with a prayer. And it's a prayer that you're familiar with. And I think it's in this prayer we will find that answer. So I look forward to coming back home to Murfreesboro. I look forward to being with you on Sunday. I look forward as we enter the fifth Sunday of Lent.